Hi, welcome back to this class, LSTM Part 3. Part 1, we had an example of I like Rojava. We completed the process of I, word I, and this is Part 3, which we will continue working on that example. So this is the what we had the output of the first uh, second part, which we entered I. So these are the output of the forget gate, input gate, candidate C tilde 1 and cell C1, output 1 and hidden. Now, so uh, let's do the word like. So we process like at time uh, t equals 2. At time t1, we had it in the first earlier video, part 2, which was I. I like Rojava. Like Rojava. So we did I, and now we are doing like. Now, uh, concatenate H and X2. X2 is 0, 1, 0. This is for the word like. And this part, it is H at previous state, which was here. H at previous state, this one. These two results. So concatenate, and then it will be dimension 1. So now for forget gate, we will have sigma, uh, a weight matrix of forget gate, concatenate input with hidden, which we have it, and plus the bias. So now this is the input that we have it. Okay. And that would be the output for it. So this is for the weight matrix. So 0.7 multiplied by uh, 0.2 multiplied by zero point 0.8, I mean here. So this one multiplied by that weight matrix. So the result is that one, and for the row 2 is this one. So that is the output. Plus them into with the biases, subject them into sigmoid function. So these are the forget gate. So what happens, uh, it is this weight matrix, okay, multiply by the input plus hidden, which is this one. So the weight matrix multiply the weight matrix weight WF multiplied by this one. So that's the whole process. That's the whole process. We'll do the same thing for the input. Uh, for the input, we have the only difference is the weight matrix, by the way. Everything is same, and bias. Weight matrix and bias. So likewise, so that is the input you have. Multiply by this. So 0.6 multiplied by 2, zero point 0.4 multiplied by 0.8, 0.3 multiplied by 0, 0.7 multiplied by 1, and 0.2 multiplied by 0. Likewise, for the second row, 0.5 multiplied by 0.2, 0.1 multiplied by 0.08, 0.6 multiplied by 0, 0.3 multiplied by 1, 0.8 multiplied by 0. And once you've done this one, plus them to the bias. So let's see. So that's the uh, the the dot product for each element, and for the second row, and put them under sigmoid function, and now we found it. So these are the results of I2. Now we need to do the to calculate the candidate memory at T2. So now we compute the candidate memory at T2 for the like. This new information extract from the word that might be written into cell here. Uh, that is C2 tilde, can be found by weight matrix of candidate memory, the same input plus the hidden, concatenate plus the bias. Of course, tangent, that ranges between -1 and 1. So here the input, concatenated input with hidden, multiply by the weight matrix. So 0.2 multiplied by 0.2, 0.5 multiplied by 0.01, 0.6 multiplied by 0.4 multiplied by 1, 0.3 multiplied, and likewise row 2, 0.7 multiplied by 0.2, 0.1 multiplied by 0.081, 0.2 multiplied by 0, 0.5 multiplied by 1, 0.6 multiplied. So here the results for row 1, for the row 2 is this one, finished, and then put them under the tangent. That's the function of the tangent. And now these are the results for neuron 1, and that's for the second neuron. Now, of course, they were added to the bias, which is 0, 0. Now here we have C2. Next, here we found the C2. If we go to I don't have the diagram. The diagram is in the video, the earlier video. So you have forget now to find new update cell state. Forget to multiply by C1 plus I2 multiplied by C2 tilde. That's basic information. We do them. We have all the information found. And then here the forget gate, here the output, C2 and C1. That's from earlier video we found. Now result was found. Once the result is found, we just multiply them and we found the new candidate. C2 was found here. Now for the output, the last things, output equals the same thing, only the difference is the weight matrix of output and its bias for the output. Once we found this output, we plug it into this equation so that we can find the output of the LSTM, which is H2. Okay, multiplied by tan C2, and we have C2. So therefore, we need to find first this part, and then we plug this into here, we will find H2. So the same input concatenated with the hidden, multiplied by the output weight matrix. So this multiplied by 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 this. Likewise, this multiplied by this multiplied by this. 0.4 multiplied by 0, 0.3 multiplied by 1, 0.2 multiplied by 0. So here 0.2 multiplied by 0 to just check up, and that is done for row 1 and row 2, plus the bias. It is done under sigmoid, subject them to sigmoid function. That was found, and then final equation H2 equals output 2 at the time step 2 multiplied by tangent C2 at the time step 2. They're all found. This one found, multiply them, that's H2. So this is the result for the word like. So we did the word at video 1i, and at this video we did word like. So next we will do the third word, which is Rojava. If you have anything, you just go to my website and stay tuned for the third video on LSTM practical example. Thank you very much.